Hey everyone, back to finish off the 97-98 season. You can see here the standings at the All-Star break, only a game ahead of the Heat, so not as dominant as we have been in previous years, but hopefully still will be competing for the championship. The West has brought the East has brought the competition this year, it seems. Already 4 or 3 other teams joined with over 30 wins. In the West, it's really just the Spurs that are looking, well, I guess they're only 2 games ahead of the Suns, but West is not quite as strong, it appears. Unfortunately, coming off of 2 losses right before the All-Star break, and John Stockton got hurt. We tried, I think for both of these, we started Kobe, and it didn't work out very well, so now we've got Steve Nash in the starting lineup. Keep Gary Payton at that starting shooting guard where he's been successful. So we'll see how it goes. We've got a big test against the Heat here to kick off the All-Star break. We'll see how it goes. Let's go ahead and get into it, kick off the February games. Well, we lost again. So not looking good for that matchup with the Heat. We lost by 4 to MJ. Kobe off the bench leads the team with 27 points, shot 21 times. Peyton shot 20 times as well, but only made 7 of them. That's not good. Shaq only had 18 points. Nash did pretty well. Not that many assists for the point guard, but Peyton got them. 4 steals for Nash is crazy. Kellogg didn't score. Garnett, interesting stat line, 8, 8, and 6. MJ, I mean, nobody really dominated this game. MJ had 19. Well, we're going to hope we're not going to face the Heat in the playoffs. Then we beat the Cavs by almost 30. Not much going on for them. Walt Williams leads the team. Shaq with 22 and 14. We had 7 guys in double figures. Grant Hill, I didn't even see him. I didn't notice him in the last game, but 14, 5, 7, and 5 is pretty cool. There's 12 assists. That's probably the first double-double of Steve Nash's career. Sure is. 19 games so far. And only his second start, he gets a double-double. Good stuff. Hopefully he'll be ready to take over the mantle should John Stockton ever call it quits. I mean, he will eventually, I guess, but not sure when. Shaq and Garnett with 25 each. Shaq missed 10 free throws. 5 for 15 is awful. Peyton with a double-double. Hill he was 5 for 15 from the field. Nash only had 3 points, but had 9 assists. 3 steals again. I'm not sure what he's doing getting so many steals. Duncan had a nice game against me. 23 and 14. Alright, keep on rolling. It's a big win over the Magic. Keep scouting people here. Almost out of real people, it looks like. McCoy. That might be it. So let's just pick one of these other guys. Alright, 4 wins. Good. 27 points over the Magic, who are not that great. Michael Finley, I think, is their best overall player. Not averaging that many points. They got a young Jermaine down here fouling out in 15 minutes. Looks like he is starting for them in year 2. He didn't play much as a rookie. Getting a chance. 12 points, 8 boards, almost 50%. That's nice. Peyton leads the way. It frustrates me that Shaq's not leading the team as often as I'd like. I guess it's because there's just so many scorers on the team. Tried to space out the tendencies a bit so that Shaq should be getting the ball a lot more than everybody, but hard to tell what effects like the playbook has on things. Obviously, who's on the court at the same time would matter. We only shot 72 times, but we also got to the line over 30 times. Must have been a slow game. Beat the Timberwolves by 16. There we go, Shaq 24. I'd like 24 to be more around like his average. Right now it's only 22. He did get 24 2 years ago. It was still good last year. His rebounds are going down, but that's because Kevin Garnett's amazing at them. Although in this one he fouled out in 21 minutes. Peyton was 4 for 18. My team shot awful, actually. 33 of 85. It's really, really bad. Ben Wallace got to play. 2 points and an assist because Garnett and Peyton fouled out. Bobby Jackson is a rookie. He's averaging 15 points per game. Probably going to make an all-rookie team. Beat the Warriors by 22. Marbury's averaging 22 a game. Decent-looking team. Peyton and Shaq with great games. 3 steals for Shaq, but 0 blocks. Kobe with 18 off the bench. Mashburn's not been doing much, doesn't seem. Kellogg 1 for 6 is not good. Nash only 2 points, 5 assists as a starter. Rough. Mavericks are awful, beat them by 17. Got Darrell Armstrong still averaging 16 points per game. Clyde's on his way down, 12 points. Shaq 23-11. This time he had 4 blocks. Only missed 2 shots. There we go, Jamal. Nice. Kobe with a nice game. Peyton not so much. 3 for 10. 1 for 6. Nash. Oh boy. He's barely shooting 40%. He's also 40% from 3 though. Per 36, 10 points, 8 assists, 3 steals. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully this PT will get him just better progression-wise. Being able to get on the court. Maybe Stockton will be back soon. He was 4 to 6 weeks. But with my training staff, it'll probably be 3 to 4 is my guess. So maybe he comes back this week. There he is. Yep. We lost another game, unfortunately, to the Spurs, who were the best team in the West. We'll get Stockton back in, but not playing as much as he was used to. Yeah, I guess we'll leave it in that order. We got our older guys down here. Go ahead and load the lineup, and then we'll see where we can take away a few minutes from Stockton. Still don't like the idea of playing Grant Hill so much at shooting guard, but hey, it happens. Let's go ahead and do here. Kobe can play playing 8 minutes in the 4th. It's interesting, but I'm trying to get Kobe going. I can also take Stockton out earlier here. 28 minutes sounds pretty good. I'm going to see how Kobe's been doing, if he should continue to play this much. Well, it looks pretty good to me. Shooting over 50%. Per 36 is 22 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I'd say that's pretty good stuff. Let's look since All-Star break. So this was when Stockton was hurt. He's actually been shooting worse, but definitely shooting more because he's playing more. I'm going to take, I think I had a minute away from Shaq right here. I don't know if Morning's deserving of it, but we'll see. And then I had Mashburn playing somewhere as well. I think it was here. How's Morning been doing? His percentage is still awful. So since All-Star, okay, his percentage has been a lot better with the Pacers. So that's good to see. It's still, I mean, just look at that, 41%. But he hasn't been shooting much for me, I'm sure. Mashburn since the All-Star break. Also a really good percentage. So it's hard to compare like their actual stats, but as long as they're shooting good percentage, I'll take it. Because they're not playing that many minutes. I guess I should probably check Kellogg because he's been, oh, he's even worse. 31%. I don't imagine he shot that much, though. 11 for 35, that's rough. Come on, Clark, get it together. I could give another minute to KG, potentially. I've already done that at least once. Let's do it. Sorry, Clark. Okay, he's got... We could do it in the... He could come in when Shaq is out. That probably would help. Now let's do it here. Alright. So we're still 9-man, still 9-man, okay. Only lost by 3. Get a couple big wins over the Knicks during the week. Spurs, only, 4-ish games behind me. Shaq with a big game, but wasn't enough. Kobe didn't make a shot. Mourning was 1 for 5. Nash was 2 for 7. Just didn't have enough firepower, I guess, for some reason. Also had 23 turnovers. Not great. Antoine Walker with 21. He's averaging 17. This is a pretty coolly constructed team. Knicks got beat by Peyton, Shaq, and Kobe. Shaq, wow, 23, 15, 6 assists and 6 blocks, along with 2 steals. Made over half his free throws. Every time, Shaq, every time. Actually, no. Take away a couple of those assists and get some more points. Peyton doesn't need to shoot 18 times a game either. Garnett with a big game. We got Big Dog with 28. He's averaging 25. Totally forgot he averaged 30 last year. It's because they had nobody. Now they got Barkley at least taking some of the shots. 15 points over the Raptors. There are a lot of 500 teams, it seems. Kikowski leading the team with 19. Rashid's averaging 18.5, so he's down a little bit. Not sure why. Don't see any big-time shooters on the team. Oh, 29 and 16. I like that. Garnett with a big game. Give him that extra minute. Peyton with 6 steals, also 6 turnovers. Kobe fouled out in 22 minutes. So this was Stockton's first game back. For some reason, well, I guess it's because Kobe fouled out. He played 4 extra minutes. Not great to see. And then another whooping on the Knicks. We had 4 guys with 20. Stockton, look at that. 20, 11, and 6. Made both his threes. We were 7 of 12 from downtown because Kobe was 4 for 7, or 4 for 4 and 7 for 7 from the field. If he didn't miss 2 free throws. Shaq had 7 blocks. That's pretty cool. I don't feel like Grant Hill has been at the top very often. Has he been struggling? His points are down. They were above 18, I thought. So since the break, yeah, 12.5 points. His shooting is much worse, but also shooting a lot less. I'm not sure why. Shaq's average is up a little bit. He's shooting the same, shooting better, getting more rebounds. Huh. Interesting. They got Eric Murdoch leading the team this time. Alright, let's get through February and see the award winners for the month. We've got, I think, the last go-round of real people here. And then we'll fill it up with all the fake guys. Where are you? J.R. Patrick, Cesar De La Rosa. Fun stuff. All right, 4 wins, including a 39-point win and a 42-point win and a 32-point win and a 28-point win. So very, very huge wins. The Lakers are awful. They got Chauncey and Ewing, and that's about it. Grant Hill is at the top that time, so he heard me talking about him. Misses just 3 shots. Shaq's been on a pretty good stretch here last few weeks. Garnett only missed 1 shot. I like it. Stockton only 7 assists, but Hill had 8 and Payton had 10. Ewing with a pretty good game there. He's 35 years old, still averaging 22 and 14 rebounds. Because they don't really have other big people. It's Mark Bryant and really nobody else. Billups as a rookie is getting 14 and almost 5 assists. Rockets aren't very good. We got Brian Williams getting 18 on me. This is where we traded Sean Kemp to get Mourning. Well, we traded Kemp and Eddie Jones. So let's see what Kemp's been doing. Since All-Star, averaging 15 points per game and 13 rebounds, but shooting a lot worse, interestingly enough. Probably because he has to be the focal point of this team. Eddie Jones is up to 10 points per game. He's averaging 15 since the All-Star break. I hate that it doesn't do the actual minutes per game here. It says minutes per game, but it gives you the minutes total. I'd like to know what he's been playing since the break, but I don't get to. Alright, we got Hill at the top again. Shaq only missed 4 shots, so that'd be a good time to give him the ball some more. Kobe with a 20-point game. Garnett fouled out. Stockton, there we go, 15 assists. Kellogg made all his shots. That'll help his percentage. Magic are bad. We got Shaq. We got a triple-double for Gary Payton. That's beautiful. He's not had that many of those. It's the second of the year and third of his career. Good stuff. He's averaging, his points have dropped a little bit. Rebounds, assists are down. Steals are the same. Blocks are up a little. Shooting better, definitely from 3. And his best free throw percentage. And playing 2 minutes more than he had been. So hopefully he's not like super fatigued. It says he's sluggish. Don't get hurt, Gary, please. And Kellogg ruins it with his 1 for 6 game. Kobe with another good one. Greg Minor leads the team this time, 8 points, or averaging 8 points. So that's a good sign that we're beating the Sixers, who are the 3rd team in the East, I believe, behind the Heat. We got Shaq, Kobe, and Hill at the top. Garnett almost got 20. Payton almost got 20. So this is like the perfect game. We shot a ridiculous percentage. Only shot 3 threes. One was Garnett. We didn't get any from Payton or Stockton or Mashburn. Shot pretty well from the line. This was the perfect game. Glenn Rice got 17, about his average. Ron Harper's been a Sixer for life. I think they'll be retiring the number 4 jersey, most likely. Probably not the number 1 jersey because Penny's not very good. Alright, let's go see what happened award-wise, or if there were any transactions. The Raptors signed Craig Elo. We've got... We already knew about Magic. Is he retiring yet? He still doesn't say he's retiring. I hope he does. Please don't come back at age 38 after a ruptured Achilles. Weber is ahead of Shaq and Payton. I'm guessing the Jazz have a decent record then. Usually MVP candidates are only on good teams. His rebounds are obnoxious. Assists are higher. I mean, he's beating Shaq in everything except for blocks. Points are pretty close, but you'd think the record, the team record, would play into it. Duncan McGrady, we got Ron Mercer with his broken leg, averaging 19 points per game. Sixth man, Rodney Rodder's getting 15 points per game. Did he start? He started before, didn't he? I mean, he's pretty much started his whole career except for this season because he's backing up Big Dog and Charles Barkley now. Defensive Player of the Year. We got Sean Bradley down here getting 2.5 blocks, barely shooting 40% as usual. Most improved, we do have KG battling for it. He's up 5.5 points, 4 rebounds, playing 11 more minutes. But Nick Van Exel, it's going to be tough to beat. He's probably going to end up winning it. Van Exel's who we let walk for nothing during the offseason. It's tough to do, but he didn't really have a spot on the team. Because we have Kobe Bryant that needs to play. Alright, did we get any? We did get Shaq another Player of the Week. Tim Hardaway got one. Pippen got one. We got Rick Smits. Player of the Month went to Big Dog and the Admiral. The Robinsons. Rookies, McGrady and Duncan yet again. And let's take a look at the playoff picture. We're now still only 4 games ahead of the Heat. We have lost 10 games now for the second year in a row, unfortunately. We're on pace probably with 14 losses, it looks like. 825. Something like that. Maybe we can keep it below that. That'd be nice. It'd be nice to keep it to 12 and get back to the 70 wins that we were used to for so many seasons before whatever changed last year. Not sure what happened. Let's see. The Hawks and Wizards are struggling, and the Wizards, or the West, the Spurs are still the best. Blazers and Lakers and Mavericks are awful. Let's see what picks we have. Do have the Mavericks, who are the 4th worst currently, and we have the Bucks as well, which evidently could get us Dirk Nowitzki based on this mock draft. I very much doubt that. Probably more like this, where he's going 3rd. Should be interesting. What else do I want to see? Just a quick look at the league leaders. Iverson, 26.5. Shaq is in 7th. Rebounds, it's Ewing and Weber. McDyess is up there. Garnett's actually top 5 in front of Shaq, because he is better rebounder attribute-wise. For the first year in forever, Kidd might beat Stockton in assists per game. Bogues is actually pretty close too. First time he's averaging 10 ever. I'm not sure what that's about. He's playing the same amount of minutes like every single season, regardless of what team he's on. Peyton's 3rd in steals. Shaq's 3rd in blocks. Alright, let's keep going here. Gary Payton did get hurt. We're going to get Kobe in there. And, well, Steve Nash has to play because Peyton was playing the other point guard minutes. Probably need to get McMillan up there since Peyton's hurt. Nash is not getting 38 minutes, but let's see what we can do. Alright, well, probably be easier just to give Kobe. Hill is playing the shooting guard minutes, so let's do that. And then Kobe comes back in, sure. This has to be Kobe. And then Hill. Mashburn's going to get a lot more minutes. Well, I like having Hill in when Shaq is not, because he's kind of the next scoring option. But Kobe can kind of be that too. We're going to let Kobe finish the games. It's kind of scary, but try it out. He's playing 9 minutes. Oops, this has to be somebody else too. And we're probably going to give another minute to Nash in the first half. All right, so Kobe's at 33. The only way to change that is to give more to Mashburn. So I don't want to take Hill higher than that. I think we're just going to try it. We're going to try it. So this is my no GP lineup, which I think I have one somewhere. Yeah. All right. Oh, and then I had one more for Garnett over Kellogg, which was here, I think. And one for Morning I forgot about. All right. We're going to see how Kobe does as a starter. He did get to start some last year, and he started those few games before the All-Star break that we lost when Stockton was hurt, but hopefully this is different because, I don't know. We're just going to hope it's different. Couple big wins. The Pistons are good, so that's big. We got some test games against the Bucks, who are not very good, so please, please win. Well, I'm actually going to let this first game go. It's on the road. Now Mashburn's hurt. All right. Well, we're going to let Peyton come back in. And Mashburn's out. Kobe. Mashburn's playing small forward, which made Hill play shooting guard. So it could be Ori or technically could be Nash to let Peyton play more shooting guard. I think we're going to let it be Nash. This is Nash's year to break out. So let's see how we can do this. Okay, back to the normal lineup. Do those couple changes. We had that and that. And then the thought is if we put Peyton more at shooting guard, then Kobe is small forward and Nash is point guard. And then do we still need somebody else to play to make this work? Hill could come back in. I think he was. Oh, that's fine. Because Hill was playing this minute too. He might have been playing one more than that, actually. He was at 36. I kind of want to give Peyton a break since he just came back from injury too, so we'll try to take him down to 35 or so. Alright, so this has to be Hill or Kobe. Let's make it Kobe. And then this shooting guard, this is point guard, this, okay, this is getting a little obnoxious. That Kobe's going to play a lot. This can be pretty much just trying to let Nash play all the point guard. that a little bit. And then Hill really shouldn't play any shooting guard at this point. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright, well, other than this ridiculous stretch of minutes for Kobe Bryant, that's 13 minutes. I don't like that. But what are our choices? I mean, he's young, and there is a quarter break in the middle, and it's Kobe Bryant. It might be doable. He doesn't need to play this minute, I guess. That could be Nash. Not that I really want Nash playing that deep into the fourth, but hey, he's been playing. I also had him playing an extra minute there. Alright, and hopefully this is only for one game, because Mashburn should be back. I don't like this random 2-minute break either. Can we do... And that just creates another 2-minute break. But we could do something like that and give Peyton more of that break since he just got back from injury, sure. Okay, we're not going to save that because hope it's not needed for very long. So we are still 9-man, trying to keep it that way. Mashburn is not back, but we whooped on the Bucks both times. And now we have a test against the Sixers again. But we beat the Clippers, who are the second team in the West, I believe. Blue Edwards got 21 points randomly. But they do have David Robinson. They do have Karl Malone, who's averaging almost 20 points, finally, for the first time in his career. There have been seasons where he wasn't starting every game. He only started 30, 49, 21, 10, because he was stuck behind Terry Cummings forever. Shaq took it to David Robinson, it looks like. Did he foul out? No, but Edwards and Willie Anderson did. Peyton with a huge game. Kobe with a nice one. I like it. I don't know why Morning has so many 1-for-5 games. Doesn't make sense to me. Big win over the Pistons. Oh, 2 guys with 30, including a Kobe with 20, who only missed 2 shots. Oh boy, these percentages. We were 53 of 80 as a team. That's amazing. Peyton had 16 assists, which has to be at least a season high. Probably not a career high, but it's been the most in quite a while. His career high is 20. Iverson had 9 steals at some point. Marbury had 18 assists. Shaq shot 24 free throws. Sean Kemp shot 32 shots. Patrick Ewing 47 points. I wish Shaq would just go off one game for 47 plus. It'd be nice if Peyton would keep increasing his average. There was this one season where he dropped down 0.4, but he's been rising as we go season by season. We had 48 assists on 53 field goals. That's ridiculous. Mark Price still averaging 11 points after spending most of almost his whole career in Dallas. First year elsewhere. Held Kidd to 9 points, 6 turnovers. Let's see these Bucks games. This could be fun. Dale Davis got 20 points and only 3 rebounds. Not sure what's up with that. This is the team that is actually better than I thought they would be. Because, I mean, just look at them. They have 0 scoring, yet somehow Dale Davis got 20. Anthony Parker got 15. Who knows? Oh, well, it wasn't Shaq that almost got the 47. But Kobe Bryant just got his career high in his... This was the first start when Peyton got hurt. Oh my, Kobe. Oh my. Shaq with 5 blocks. Whoo boy. I don't know what his high before that was. Maybe like 26. He likes to start, evidently. I'm going to look at this other one, then I'm going to see his game log to see. Oh, there goes Shaq, almost a triple-double. Peyton, almost a triple-double. So that was That was when Peyton came back, okay. And then Kobe goes down to 4 points. Talk about consistency. Hill with a double-double. I don't know what's wrong with Alonzo Mourning. He's still shooting 41%. No idea. All right, let's go see. What was his highest before that 46? He's definitely had lots of 20-point games. Okay, 27. That was the first game we did after the All-Star break. There's 120. There's another 20. Okay, so he just beat his previous high by 19 points. Oh my. Can he please go up like 5? That'd be wonderful. I don't know what I'll do with my lineup, but I don't care. Alright, here we go. See if Mashburn comes back. He is. So that we might still put Nash in the lineup just as Mashburn comes back. I like not having Hill at shooting guard as much. So let's see if we can go 9-man or 10-man for a little while. I guess Mashburn's not playing that much, but it also helps me not play Peyton as much. So maybe like, I don't want to put him in for Kobe though. Give Stockton a break there. So Nash, and then I would really want somebody to play here. Let's see, let's do give Stockton a little more of a break. And then Kobe's playing a lot here. I guess that's fine for maybe a game or so. I don't like it. Let's go back to what we had, or at least closer to it. We can let Nash play in the first quarter, sure, for like a game. Give Mourning that minute back. I'm going to let Kellogg have that other minute he had. So we're going to go 10-man, probably just for a game or two. See if we can just go through the week, actually. Alright, all the fake people need to be scouted now. Oh, Shamon Williams isn't quite done. Earl Boykins isn't either. Otherwise, everybody's fake. Oh no. Oh, Rayford already did. Okay. There we go. That's a 50-point win over the Hawks. We got a 39-point win over the Sixers. Again, a good team. Grant Hill with 28. We had 4 guys with 20, including Kobe. Wow. Great game for Gary Payton. Seems like sometimes if you take guys' minutes down just a couple, they're more efficient because I'm guessing because they're not tired during the game. Kellogg didn't score, didn't even shoot, but had 5 assists randomly. Wayman Tisdale, 17. Dallas, Charlotte, then now Philly for the last 3 years. Only beat the Bulls by 13. They're decent. Jimmy Hardaway averaging 20 points again. Peyton with another double-double. Shaq only 16 because he missed 10 of his 17 shots. Kobe was good. Mashburn, 4 for 4. Nash made a 3 in his 2 minutes. Kellogg 1 for 6. So he's just really struggling. He's at 43%. It was worse than that earlier in the year. Then the 50-point win. The Hawks have 13 wins. They've got Ray Allen and pretty much nobody else from a scoring standpoint. Austin Crozier's getting 10 points per game as a rookie. They got Kenny the Jet. 6 points. Peyton's been getting 20 pretty consistently. There's Kobe again with a 20. Only missed 2 shots. Shaq had 20 rebounds, 5 blocks, but only 16 points. Stockton was good. Alright, let's go take Nash out now. Go back to previous approach. I think there was another one. Oh, but some more shooting guard, that's right. 8, 10. Because I had Hill at shooting guard and Mashburn was... You know what? I'm just going to load my rotation because I don't remember where it was. There we go. Alright, well, Kellogg's been struggling, so give that back to Garnett. Go back to Morning there. I gave another one to Peyton somewhere. Or not another one, but gave one to Kobe, I think. Was it here, maybe? I think I did it here as well. At some point. Stockton's a little old, so we gotta watch out for his minutes. Kobe's definitely earned minutes as well, so there is that. Let's Mashburn there. Alright, back to 9-man. We've won 14 in a row. We'll see if that jinxes it by saying it out loud. Oh, man. Well, that sucks. Shaq's average still at 22. Rebounds went up a little bit. He's been pretty consistent, but getting a little more rebounds. Not cool. We'll see if Morning does better as a starter, though. I guess there's that chance. And now Ratliff comes back in the rotation. He was doing pretty decent as Shaq's backup to start the year. Shooting almost 50%. Alright. Oops. Shouldn't have to change all that much here. We've got Ratliff. Let's do 30 and 18. And then Garnett. Let's just take one away from Stockton here. And then we did Mashburn. Okay, well, hopefully Shaq comes back soon. I think I haven't done this often, but let's see what this trainings are. I don't want to overdo it here at the end of the season and get people hurt. Do a little injury rehab. Usually body work is an automatic thing after a back-to-back, but evidently not here. Individual, I don't think I need to do a scrimmage between games. We're gonna hope Shaq's back by then. Guessing he will be, but alright, let's finish this week. Only a 1-point win. Oh boy, Alonzo Mourning. Be better. It was a good test against the Grizzlies. They were, I think, one of our losses earlier in the season. Garnett hasn't had many 20-point games, it seems, lately. Grant Hill struggled. 1 for 6 for Stockton. Mourning 0 for 3. I'm glad we just put him in as a starter. Reggie got 24 on me, averaging 18 this year. Beat the Hornets by 22. Jeff McInnes with 19 points. He didn't even play really last year. Huh. Sean Bradley with a double-double, 5 for 14. Is that Jimmy or Jaron? Jim Jackson was 1 for 9. So this was the game Shaq got hurt, only played 5 minutes. That's not good for his averages. He also didn't get a rebound at all. Had 6 points, so he was on his way to a 30-point game, it seems. Mourning did come in and do well other than his 5 turnovers. Kobe might go off for some big-time scoring with Shaq out. Not much here. Mourning struggled shooting-wise, and only had 4 rebounds. Got out-rebounded by Peyton. Hill couldn't make his shots, really. This was close for a reason. Nobody stepped it up. And this is a decent team with Hakeem and Mitch, and they're the ones that got Terry Cummings finally from the Clippers. He is not saying he's retiring yet at age 37. They also have Mutombo still. All right. More scouting. Please be the last one. Well, that was much better than the previous Nets game. I'm going to see real quick split stats. Well, I guess I can't do it as a starter because he was a starter before. We'll go with the last month, shooting 44%. Not great. But he's going to have to play more as Shaq comes back from injury. Might keep like a 30-18 deal. Ratliff stay good, 48%. Big time rebounds and blocks. Nice. Alright, we had that. We're going to give Mourning that one. Oh no, not that many. Just that one. And that one. And maybe that one. And let's do 33 as he comes back. Garnett had that one, and Mashburn here. Alright. 9-man. Yeah, 38-point win is much better than 1. Shaq's back, and we only win by 3. So, not great. Seems like changes are not a good thing for this team. Beat the Blazers by 36. They're terrible. Terrible. Rick Smith's got 30 on me, though. He's averaging, is that a career high? It sure is. 19.4 and 10.2 rebounds, which is also a career high. And 2 blocks. Wow. Something's happened with Rick Smith in Portland that Minnesota was not unlocking with him. Or it's just the fact they don't have anybody else and the team is terrible. John Stockton leads the team, that's fair. Gary Payton with his 3rd triple-double of the year. Good job, GP. Garnett also with a great game. So all the starters stepped it up here. Mourning even had a good game. Kobe was good. Everybody did what they needed to do. It would have been nice to see Theo get a block, but that's all right. We had 10 as a team, including Gary Payton with 2. Beat the Bucks by a lot again. Hill and Garnett at the top again. Mourning did have a couple good games. Not a great rebounder, evidently. Kobe fouled out in 17 minutes. Theo was good. Kellogg was good. Bucks are terrible. Slaughtered the Nets, who were 50 and 22. I didn't even notice what their record was before. Kobe leads the way. Did not miss a shot or a free throw. 26 points. That is beautiful. We got Hill with 25. Garnett had a 20-20 game. I'm guessing that's a career high in rebounds. Sure is. It's one off of the league high for the year. Good job, KG. He's not super happy for some reason, but he's averaging 15 and 11. He's amazing. He's actually making a lot of his threes. He's only 5 for 12. Still. Mourning was efficient, but still as a starter, 5 and 5 is just not great. When Ratliff plays half the minutes and gets 4 and 4 and 2 more blocks than you, I guess he's probably playing against backups more often, but still. Hill with 1 rebound, 3 assists. That's rare for him not to stuff the stat sheet. It's not Olajuwon in Richmond, but Jeff Hornacek at the top of this list. He's played in seasons of 2 different teams. Not sure why we had such a hard time with the Hornets. Coleman and Sean Bradley. Shaq had a nice game in his return, but only 5 rebounds. Garnett fouled out. Gary Payton almost had a triple-double again, but was only 4 for 15. Stockton was amazing shooting, 8 for 9. Mourning was good again. Kobe was awful. So, seems like Kobe and Payton's shooting are what almost lost us this game. Huh. Looks like it was close throughout. Alright, let's just get through to April 1st. We just lost to the Hawks and they had like 15 wins, I think. That was the team we beat by 50 up here. So, 2 weeks later, we lose by 3. But that's after winning by... We almost doubled them. We were 1 point off of doubling their score. We won by 62. That's close to, if not the highest win I've ever seen. They're pretty awful, too. Grant Hill with 31, 6, and 7. Missed 3 shots. Shaq, 29, 16. Missed 3 shots. Garnett, almost another 20-20 game. Payton, again, an assist off a triple-double and struggled to shoot the ball. I might need to take a couple minutes away from him. Might be a little tired. We got McGrady, the only guy in double digits, getting his average. Then I don't know what in the world happened here. We got Ray Allen getting 20. I'm guessing people fouled out for me because, well, they didn't have a lot of free throws. But we lost by 22 in the third quarter. We lost by 9 in the first quarter. Wait a minute. No, we won by 22 in the third quarter. We were just already down by 9 plus 6, 15 at halftime. And then lost by 10 in the fourth. What in the world? Nobody fouled out. Shaq had a season high. Why are we losing when Shaq gets 44 and 19? KG was amazing. Payton, oh boy. He had 2 points. Mashburn didn't make a shot. Kellogg was awful. Hill didn't do much. We lost to the Hawks. Oh boy. Well, before I forget, let's go ahead and get a couple minutes away from GP, because that seems necessary. These 3 would be the easiest to take away, so I'm just going to do that. And we could do that and that. So he's not playing so much at the beginning of the game. We can give Shaq probably at least one of these back before we need to do anything differently as we start clinching, hopefully clinching the East. Guess we'll find out here in a minute. We did have another... Wait, I thought Moses Malone already got hired. Oh, sorry, he just got fired. Got fired and then hired 4 days later. Oh, boy. Because I'm pretty sure he got hired earlier in the year. Yeah, they hired him a month into the season 4 months later, fired him. Okay. Moses getting some opportunities. We got Ken Norman, so one of the one of the guys the Bucks have that's actually real. Anthony Mason, spinal injury. Uh-oh. That's not good. He was having like a career year. Is Magic retiring yet? He still doesn't say he's retiring. What are you doing, Magic? Hey, if they make the playoffs, he might play. Oh, Shaq's still behind Weber. He is averaging more points now. Rebounds are way back. Blocks are up. Kevin Garnett is in this. Oh my. Peyton is 5th. Kid's hurt for a little while. We got Duncan, McGrady, and Billups leading the way. Mercer's back from his broken leg. Wesley is hurt. Kevin Johnson, 10.6 assists, getting another chance. Some playing time with the Lakers here. I guess he has played for the teams. His overall has never been that great, but he has had a chance to play. Shaq's 3rd defensive player. Garnett's, I don't think he's going to be able to pass Van Exel. Marbury's scoring almost 6 more points than last year. Let's see March awards. Gary Payton got one. Ray Allen got one last week. Sean Kemp getting it for the Rockets. Payton gets a Player of the Month. That's rare. Ewing gets it for the West. We get Van Horn and Duncan. We are 6.5 games up with 9 games left, so can't quite bench people yet. We don't have to worry about the Spurs because they're actually behind the Heat. And that's not what I wanted. I want mock draft. Mavericks pick is up to 3rd. Bucks is 8th. All right. So let's get through these two, and then we'll check the playoff picture again and see if we can take some minutes away from people. Oh, a super low scoring game against the Sixers. Not sure what's up with that. Last game we played against them, we scored 137 to their 98. Not sure what happened there. 26-point win over the Cavs, who are decent. Gary Payton, 37, 5, 5, and 5. That's a beautiful game. He shot 23 times. Shaq also managed to get 36. Turned it over 6 times. Kobe with an amazing game. Played a bit more. Looks like because Garnett fouled out, it makes no sense based on their positions, but hey, that's how 2K works. Stockton made his only shot, which was a 3. Mashburn again didn't make a field goal. Pippen with 29. He's averaging 19 in his 2nd year with the Cavs. And then what happened in this game? They shot an awful percentage, which I'm guessing means we did too. Terrell Brandon led their team. Penny Hardaway scored 2 points. Ron Harper scored 2 points. Glenn Rice scored 7 points. 3 for 15. It was awful. We did not shoot very good either. We were also 6 for 16 from the line. Had 21 turnovers. Oh boy. Not a pretty game. Garnett was 1 for 9 with 2 points. Kellogg was awful. Mashburn again didn't score. What are you doing, Jamal? He's not really mad yet. Alright, where are we now? 7 games left, so technically they can still catch us. So we got to go one more game. It's away against the Nets, which is a team we beat by 1 not too long ago. Come on, win it. Alright, 23-point win. That should clinch the East. We got Hakeem getting 25 on us, though. Mitch Richmond was 1 for 8 from 3-point. Shaq and Hill leading the way. Peyton only 5 for 16. Garnett struggled again. Mourning 0 for 4. Alright, so are we good now? They're 7 games behind. We got 6 games left. So we have clinched first in the East, and nobody in the West is going to beat us. So really the only reason I'd keep playing everybody max minutes is so we get 70 wins again, but I'd rather have healthy people to win another championship. So we're not going to completely bench people, but we will let people like Steve Nash play some minutes. We're going to try not to mess with the fourth quarter, because I like finishing games consistently. I think we can probably do that, though. Although Mashburn hasn't quite earned it, give him a couple more minutes. Garnett has had a few bad games. Let's do that. And Shaq's already got a couple minutes away, so let's do that for now. So everybody's down a few. For 10-man, let's get through, I think, both of these games. Well, let's get through this one first. Steve Nash in his 7 minutes twisted his ankle. Well, I don't mind. Let's just, sure, work it into the point where these guys are going to start playing anyway. Let's let Nate play. Alright, we had here, whoops, we had Kobe, I guess Nate would probably be the shooting guard over GP. Same thing here. Although, what happened with Stockton? Let's take those away, give those 27. That still feels like too much. 26 feels better. 30 for Peyton. We got Mashburn playing a bit more. 33 for Hill sounds good. We had Kellogg. And then Morning. There. Alright. So Nate McMillan getting his first PT as a pacer again. I guess I can look at this game. 2-point win over the Clippers. That was a close one. Shaq only 14 and 14 for KG. 2 for 8 for Kobe. Nash did play all 7 of his minutes before he twisted his ankle. Hill fouled out in 19 minutes. Interesting. Malone with a big game. Is he averaging 20 yet? Yeah, for the first time ever, Karl Malone's at 20 points. Look at that. What, third highest score of all time? Or fourth? No. He's third, right? Yeah. LeBron, Kareem, Malone. Still weird to say LeBron in front of Kareem, but it's real life. And we lost by 3 because the Suns are good, because they've got Stack and AI, who's averaging 25.5 points. We were down by 11 at halftime, just couldn't come back. So now the max wins we can get this year is 70, but I'm not as concerned about that as getting people healthy, so let's keep taking minutes away from people. Maybe get Theo some minutes. Actually, that's hard to do because Morning should probably play more than he already does. Kellogg could probably be completely benched at this point. I don't want him to get like cold. I don't want to play him more either. let's let Ori play a little bit. Ori Kellogg. And then I don't have another shooting guard. Shooting guard's a position I'm missing. I've got Dale Ellis, who's inactive, who would be helpful. I guess we can just... Or he can also play small forward, which is helpful somewhere. Just trying to give Hill more of a break. I guess Mashburn can take more of the load. Alright, so let's give another one to Nate somewhere. He can start the fourth, sure. Alright, reorder these guys. So Ori's in the rotation now. Get through this Hornets game, who we almost lost to before. I'm going to leave it for now. Now Peyton's hurt. Alright, so now Nash is active. Probably in these last couple games, whatever, 3 games left. Might bench the people that have already been hurt. Shaq missed a few games. I don't want to bench him completely. Stockton probably could be, because he missed 10 or so games. Is that what I want to do? Guards where I'm shallow, though. If I'm not playing Peyton, I can't not play Stockton, too. Alright, we'll go no GP lineup. We'll go from there. Alright, we've got... I had Ori playing these. It could also be Ben Wallace. Whoops. Let's let Ori play a little bit of those. Ben Wallace plays here. We need to have Steve Nash playing more. I kind of like him coming in at the end of the first. Go out earlier. And then let's let Ben Wallace play a little bit. Then we have Nate McMillan who can play, who I kind of forgot about. Like that. Except Kobe doesn't need to play that much either. So Stockton's at 26. Kobe's at 29. Hill's 31. Garnett doesn't need to play that much still. Get Wallace. Oh, didn't take away Shaq's either. 35, 34. Let's do 32. Ori can play a couple, sure. So Ratliff's the odd man out right now. That's all right. Alrighty. Let's get through that day and look at this 22-point win over the Hornets. Shaq 26 and 7. Kellogg made all 3 of his shots. Very nice. I wonder if I could make it work if I bench Stockton. Maybe I'll get through this game first. We're going to leave it, and we're still going to beat the Magic by 44. Led by Romeo Robinson. 13 points. Shaq and Garnett still dominating. 17 assists for Grant Hill. I'm guessing his high before was like 10 or 11. He's 2 rebounds away from his first triple-double. He's barely had double-doubles. Alrighty. His scoring jumped back up a bit. His assists are over 6. Career highs and everything. And he's a happy guy. Good stuff. We got a bunch of people who don't score playing some minutes. McMillan, Wallace, Ori. If I get Ratliff in there, he's kind of the same, more defensive-minded people. I'm going to... I think I'm going to bench Stockton and Payton for the last 2 games. Except I don't want to do it here. I gotta save this first. I'm just going to save it over my playoff. And then take him out. Nash and McMillan are going to play all the point guard. I think Dell Ellis is going to play a little shooting guard. Let's find out how this looks for these last 2 games. So we're going to start Nash. That's McMillan. Dale Ellis can play some shooting guard. 26 and 22. Nash could probably play more than that. Let's do 28 and 20. McMillan might not be able to handle that many minutes. Let's let... Starters can still finish the game, but... Give Ratliff some minutes just so he's not feeling left out. And another one for Wallace. Sure. We got everybody playing now. Alright, see if we can still beat the Raptors. We beat them by 3. This is going to be interesting. Can we get to 70 wins? Tim Thomas scored 27 points. Kobe leads the team. Shaq still manages to get 20 rebounds. For some reason shot 3 for 11 against Lorenzen Wright. Muggsy Bogues fouled out. Nash got 20 points. Probably a career high. Grant Hill was 4 for 16. That's awful. I also don't think I took his minutes down that... Well, maybe I did. I don't remember how far I took them. Nate McMillan didn't score, but had 7 assists. A steal and a block. Dale Ellis, so that was his first game, right? Yep. 8 points. Didn't make a 3. Is he retiring? He does say he's retiring after playing a little bit last year, only 9 games for the Knicks and Rockets. Is Nate retiring? He is. So Nate and Ellis getting their last court time here. I want to go see award-wise how close is Oh, Shaq says he's first now. Also, Grant Hill jumped into here. So we got 4 of the 5 people. Rod Mercer's hurt again. He had a broken leg earlier, now he broke his hand. Shaq's definitely not winning defensive player. Garnett. Hey, Eddie Jones. Look at him go. Good job, Eddie. I think I'm going to take Shaq down to 30. I just don't want him to get hurt. Please don't get hurt. Alright, let's simcast this sucker. Actually, can we still do a little body work here? Get yourselves right. Let's do it here too. Simcast. Can we get 70? It's looking pretty good so far. Up by 7, up by 12, up by 14. Alright. I almost clicked back. Shaq still managed to get 30. He played the 32 minutes still. Whatever. Nash with another good one. Robert Horry randomly with 7 points. Dale Ellis still didn't make a 3, so went the 2 games without making a 3. That's unfortunate. Kobe Bryant was a horrible 1 for 9. Clark Kellogg 0 for 5. Mourning 0 for 3. Not a great way to finish it other than Shaq's 30 points. Celtics are the team that have like no scores, so Marcus Camby like leads their team. Shaquille O'Neal wins MVP. 23 points, 11 rebounds, 2.5 assists, steal, 2 blocks. Shot 65%. Free throws, unfortunately, still under 50. Rookie of the Year goes to Tim Duncan. Congrats. 6th man, Ronnie Rogers. Pretty good stats. And for a guy who won 6th man of the year, I don't know what year it was. Patrick Ewing, defensive player for the... Oh, we can't see it. I'm going to guess like 4th time, something like that. Nick Van Exel gets most improved. Coach of the Year, Billy Cunningham, Pacers coach. And for the first time in a while, I get Executive of the Year too. Because after being good for so long, I guess they were looking for improvement that I did not have. Because I was winning 70 games every season. Shaq, McDyess, Weber, Kidd, Iverson. Kidd, that's his 3rd straight first team. Iverson, that's his first. Weber, 4 straight. McDyess with his first. And Shaq with his 5th straight. Oh wait, MVP too. 5th straight MVP as well. Isn't that cool? So he's won it every year except for his rookie year. That's fair. Second team, we got Gary Payton. That is his first time being on second team. He was 3rd team last year. Marbury, All-NBA for the first time. Abdurrahim graduated from the 3rd team. Big Dog takes a step back to 2nd team. And Ewing, 2nd team for the 2nd straight year. 3rd team, so unfortunately Kevin Garnett couldn't make it. That's too bad. Or Grant Hill. Kenny Anderson, 3rd team. He's 2nd team a couple times, but wasn't anything last year. Stoudemire again, 3rd team. Malone takes a step back in his best season of his career. Pippen wasn't on anything last year. That's interesting. And Olajuwon was also 3rd team last year. All defense, Peyton. He was not last year. I think he missed games last year. Is that right? Why else did he? Yeah, he missed 18 games last year. So that's why he didn't get any awards last year. 2nd year in a row for Kidd. 4th year in a row for Weber. McDyess 2nd year. We don't get to see Ewing because he has too many. Michael Jordan was not All-NBA, but he also hasn't been since 1994. Oh boy. Oh boy. But still all defense. Clyde Drexler at age 35 and 82 overall is still getting all defense as well. Scottie Pippen, don't get to see second team, but he was first team a lot for me. Kevin Garnett with his first accolade other than winning some rings. We got the rookies. No surprises there. We're going to go ahead and override Murray Wallace because he's fake. Minutes-wise, Donald Foyle played the most. Points, Smith and Daniels. Rebounds, Cato and Foyle. I wish I could look at, I guess I can look at averages. Let's see who deserves this thing. 6.6 rebounds, 25 minutes per game. 6.7 rebounds. He shot terrible. Daniels, 7 points, 4 assists. I feel like it's between Foyle and Cato. Foyle played a lot more, so we're going to go with Adon Foyle. Okay, that probably took too much time on that, but congrats to Adon Foyle. All right, we are playing the Celtics, is who we just beat at the last game of the season, who don't have anybody to score, so should be easy, but hey, I've said that before, and it's not been easy at all. Let's go ahead and, before I forget, we're 9-man for the playoffs. We are indeed going to start Gary Payton and John Stockton, Kobe's our 6th man. Mashburn plays a lot. Mourning and Kellogg are the main backups, followed by Nash. Ellis and McMillan are inactive. And something like that. Alright. We'll load the normal lineup. We're going to let Shaq play his 37. Peyton play. Actually, we're going to take that down to 36. Peyton's going to stick with 38. We are going to take one away from Stockton somewhere. Let's do it here. 29. And we'll take one away from Hill. Let's do it here, actually. And give one to Garnett. Alright, this is going to be the new playoff rotation, so we don't have to keep doing that stuff. That's right there. Alright, looking good. Now let's go see what the Celtics have to offer us. Clifford Robinson is hurt, but probably playing. They finished the season 5-5. They have Aaron McKee, Marcus Camby. I don't feel like I need to put anybody special on him. We will go under any screens. Okay, we've got George McLeod, who needs to be guarded tightly. He makes the three-pointers. They got Calbert Chaney, LaFonso, Maurice Taylor, Damon Jones. I don't know how much he plays. It doesn't look like he does, but we will be ready for him. Hot Rod, who was a pacer, I think, last year. Clifford, if he plays. Matt Maloney. Chucky Atkins. This does not look like a very good team, people. So can we please sweep the Celtics? I wanted to see how things turned out here, too. Mavericks, 3rd worst. Bucks, 8th worst. So if we end up 3rd, having the choice of Carter, Pierce, Nowitzki, and Jameson, probably the top 4. But even Hughes and Bibby, White Chocolate, good stuff. Pretty cool draft class. I guess we'll just go ahead and simulate. Let's go. We won the first game by 27. Gary Payton off to a good start back on the court. Shaq only 17, but that's all right. Played 39 minutes. That's not a good sign. I mean, I guess what it would mean is Mourning might be hurt. Grant Hill did not make a field goal and had 2 points and 11 assists. I guess it's a good sign if we can win when that happens. Stockton also didn't play all of his minutes, even though he had 22 points. George McLeod, we did not stop with the three-pointers. Moochie Norris had 5 three-pointers as well. I guess we need to tighten up the D on him. Calvert Chaney got hurt. Moochie was somewhere back here. Let's go ahead and get ready to guard him. I don't really know who I'd want to put on George McLeod. There's nobody on this team that I need to assign Gary Payton to, I don't think. I mean, he would disrupt McLeod, but that would make matchups weird. Grant Hill's already probably guarding him by default, so let's just keep going. Game 2 is a 1-point victory. We let them come back in the fourth. They beat us by 8. Nobody fouled out. Shaq had a nice game. We had 21 turnovers, which is probably why we almost lost. McLeod again. What is he doing? 29 points both games. Moochie's down here 1 for 8 this time, so maybe that helped. Could have put Gary Payton on him, but Stockton should be able to handle him too. Alright. Still just Calvert. So we're beating him by 14 per game. Threes are better. Rebounds is fairly close. Alright, let's go. Sweep. This one by 9. McLeod only had 22 this time. LaFonso Ellis was 0 for 7 from downtown. He did not shoot a good percentage the last 2 years. Well, really for his career. He's real bad at threes, evidently. He's 48 at them, but he is jacking them up. There we go, Hill. Shaq did not average that many. Payton fouled out, but still played all his minutes. Mashburn was awful. Stockton 6 turnovers. It wasn't the prettiest series. Not a great start against a pretty terrible team. I don't know who I'd rather face. Also, the Heat just got swept by the Cavs. Michael Jordan had 11 points. So the Heat were the team I was the most afraid of, and now they're out. Scottie Pippen's Cavs knocked out the Jordan-led Heat. The Nets beat me once. No, they almost beat me. They lost by 1, I think. The Pistons have been the one championship I did not win in this streak. The Pistons won it, so they've got a good team. And the Sixers had one of the best records, although we slaughtered them a couple times throughout the season. So I don't know who I want. I guess we'll find out. No injuries. George McLeod got hurt in that one. Let's go ahead and see. It's tied up. The Jazz beat the Nuggets. We will be playing Jason Kidd's Pistons. The Nets did beat the Bulls. The Warriors upset the Spurs. Another good sign for us. Another good team is out. Let's go ahead and get ready for the Pistons. See if they have any injuries. Mark Price, their backup point guard, doesn't look like he's playing. And Sean Elliott probably will be playing. They're out-rebounding us, only 4 points fewer. They won all of their away games and lost their only home games in that series. We're shooting much better than them, but not from 3, and they get just as many assists, but that's because they have Jason Kidd. So, one thing we're going to do is put Gary Payton on Jason Kidd. I know that much. We're going to guard him tight. They have Walter McCarty, Adrian Griffin, Benjamin might be their starting center, it looks like. Tony Kukoc's 3-point threat. Thorpe at power forward. Elliott, I guess if Price plays, we want to be ready to guard him. They've got some good shooters. Rex Chapman, Bo Outlaw. So nothing really inside. Shaq's already going to guard Benjamin, so I guess I'll let that, or leave that. Garnett on Thorpe is fine. So we'll just go with that. Peyton on Kidd is the main thing we need to worry about. We've got the Grizzlies taking over the slot from the Clippers. Okay. Timberwolves also upset the Suns. So it's almost all upsets in the West except the Jazz swept the Nuggets. Game 1 against the Pistons. We did win by 17. Okay, we shut them down in the first and fourth quarter. Didn't have a great second quarter. Shaq is not doing great things in the playoffs, but other people are stepping it up when they need to. Garnett fouled out. I don't know if I need to take a minute away from Shaq. Kidd was really good. Benoit Benjamin only played 22 minutes. Maybe I should go see who they're starting. Mark Price is playing with his injury. Bruised left hip. I guess he's not hurt too much. They were 2 for 14 from downtown. Not good. Let's go see who's starting for them. It is Benjamin. He's just not playing that much. Alright. I am going to take one more minute away from Shaquille. Probably still in the second. Let's see how people are doing here. Morning, nothing special. Kellogg struggling. Mashburn pretty good. Kobe's amazing. Shaq, I mean, 53% is good, but not what he's been doing. The points are down. Garnett's good. Hill's struggling to shoot. Peyton's good. And Stockton's like amazing. Not getting as many assists. Alright, game 2. Here we go. Victory again. Only by 13. So relatively close games, and we're not scoring like gobs of points. Garnett fouled out again. Shaq scored more than he has been. That's good. Peyton double-double. Stockton double-double. Hill with 19, 5, 5, and 5. Kellogg is really struggling. I can't give more minutes to Garnett, though, because he's fouling out still. Olden Pawnee's had 20 points. That's super random. Made 10 free throws. Sean Elliott is back. Forgot to take account of that. They did better at threes this game. They were awful at free throws. We did out-rebound them. Forced a lot of turnovers. Alright, any further issues? Tony Kukoc has a sore left ankle, but probably will play. Game 3 in Detroit, we lost by 2 points, and it was tied going into the fourth quarter. Kukoc with his ankle issue still got 23 points and 9 assists. We fouled them a lot. They had 30 free throws. Kidd fouled out in 17 minutes, and we lost this game. He's like just by far their best player. He's 90 overall, and next is 82, 81. Yeah, I'm guessing it's Kukoc. Oh boy. So more or less we lost to a team that has 82 overall as their best player for most of the game. Shaq with only 16. I don't know what we're doing differently to where Shaq's not getting the ball. Stockton made his only shot, but we shot 6 of 10 from downtown. Peyton fouled out. But, I mean, Kidd wasn't playing, so it's not like he had to shut him down. Like, we shot really well, but so did they, and they just got to the line more. We tied at rebounds. We had more turnovers. They led by 10 at some point. Alrighty. Well, time to adjust that. Tom Hammonds now. They're just rotating people out with minor injuries. Let's up this with Mr. Shaquille, and Mr. Shaquille. 38 sounds good. Let's give Stockton another one here. And we had Hill playing. I don't remember which one it was, but we're going to go with this one. Okay. Give the starters a bit more of the load here. Can we win one in Detroit? The Grizzlies are about to sweep the Warriors. We did win one in Detroit by 9. They are a good defensive team for the most part. Kidd almost a triple-double, but only 3 for 12. Elliott was horrendous, 6 for 19. They did not shoot well as a team. Shaq, 24, 10, and 8 blocks. So maybe he was blocking Sean Elliott and Jason Kidd. Garnett with a nice game. Kobe good off the bench. Peyton 1 assist away from a triple-double. Hill got a lot of stats, but only 8 points. Stockton had his worst game of the playoffs, shooting-wise at least. Kellogg is almost like unplayable, but he's not playing that much, so should be fine. Although, now that I say that, I probably should just let Garnett do it. Still no injuries. Garnett's doing amazing in the playoffs, so let's give him another minute. Let's put him in when Shaq's out. That makes a little sense. All right. Is he gonna get hurt? He's all right. You got this, Shaquille. You got this. Let's put away the Pistons at home. Come on. There we go. 18-point win, which I think is what we won the first game by. Shaq, 29, only 4 rebounds. Not sure what's happening there. Garnett got him, though, and 6 blocks. Hill with a good one. Kobe again good off the bench. Stockton consistent. GP not so great, but 4 steals is nice when you're going against Jason Kidd. I'm not sure Kellogg made a shot that series. Sean Elliott got 24 points. Where's he been? Kings, Clippers, Hornets, and now Pistons. Held Kidd to 11. He plays lots of minutes. They don't have many guards, I guess. Price and then Abdul Wahad's about all they got. Elliott can play shooting guard. All right. So now we're taking on either the Cavs or Hornets. See if there were any injuries there. Nope. Cavs or Hornets. We had the Grizzlies upset, or no. I was thinking they were upsetting because they're the 5 seed, but they only played the 8 seed Warriors. So we got Jazz and Grizzlies. I don't even remember who's on the Jazz. Oh, that's Weber. So Weber versus Reggie. And the East, it's either Olajuwon and Richmond or Pippen and somebody. It's going to be Pippen. So Scottie Pippen's 7-seeded Cavs going to take on the Pacers. Kurt Thomas has been hurt all year. BJ Armstrong not feeling well. They are getting more rebounds, not nearly as many assists. They're shooting better threes, but not as good field goal percentage. Oops. We are going to give Shaq one of the minutes for now. And then I think, well, and Garnett, because we're not sure what's wrong with Clark Kellogg. Something like that. Alright, we've got Kurt Thomas, who's not playing, Samaki Walker, Pippen. I mean, Hill should be on him anyway. I don't think he's a good three-point shooter, so shouldn't have to guard him tight. BJ, on the other hand, is a very good three-point shooter. It might be, well, Stockton should be able to keep up with him. Walt Williams is also a good three-point shooter. Foyle, not so much. We can probably... Let's force Donald Foyle to shoot some jumpers, I think. Oh, man, I forgot about Allen Houston. Okay. That could be who we put Gary Payton on. AC Green, Vinny Del Negro, I don't know if he plays, but we'll be ready. Child, Sally. So no interior threat, it seems, is what I'm finding. Payton should be on Houston anyway, I guess, unless they're starting somebody else, but it looks like it'd be Houston. Stockton on BJ sounds fine. Let's go. Game 1 in Indy. We lost by 4. Shaq with a great game. Grant Hill, we shot 48 free throws and made 75% of them, but couldn't win the freaking game. We almost lost every quarter, barely won the third. We shot 50%. We only made 1 3. That's not good. Got Garnett with 9 points and 4 rebounds. Not sure what he's doing. BJ Armstrong, Houston, and Williams all at the top. Pippen was 5th on the team behind AC Green. All 3 of these guys are former Pacers. Houston spent his rookie year in Indy. AC Green spent 2.5 years. And Pippen 3.5. So, nice to see them doing well, but I'd rather they not beat me. We barely won rebounds. 5 threes. It doesn't look like it was a terrible game, just... We're going to go ahead and let Shaq dominate again. And also... I think we will... I think we'll put Peyton on Armstrong and see how that goes. That means Stockton will guard Houston. Ugh, I don't like that. Well, we'll just see how it goes. Maybe that'll shut down their ball handler. Come on, don't lose them both at home. Thank you. That's a 30-point win. That's our biggest win of the playoffs so far. Shaq did dominate. They have nobody on the team that can stop him. I mean, technically, they have a Donald Foyle and Irvin Johnson, which are solid defenders, but Shaquille O'Neal. Kellogg 4, 7, and 5. Didn't do as well from the line because Shaq missed 10 of them. Garnett was better. Stockton was good. Kobe didn't do much other than free throws. Got 6 rebounds too, I guess. Payton 7 turnovers. So we did hold BJ under 10. Houston didn't do anything, so whatever happened there worked. It was Pippen this time with 20 and random Samaki Walker. All right. Make sure there's no injury. Whoops. So they got BJ all the way back. Let's just keep the same rotation. In Cleveland, we win again by 16. Walt Williams with 30 points. We held BJ again, this time to 4. He only shot 7 times, so I think this is the right approach. Pippen only had 14, missed a lot of his shots. Shaquille O'Neal's just having fun. Garnett fouled out in 19 minutes. That's not great. Kellogg with 11 points. Look at that. Mashburn didn't make a field goal. Kobe didn't do much. Only 1 assist for Gary Payton. Not sure that's ever happened. 6 turnovers again. Not sure why he's turning it over so much. All right. Can we keep on winning? No injuries. I think I'm going to let Shaq rest. Probably this minute. Everybody else hopefully is fine. Here we go. Another victory. This one by 23. Walt Williams leads the team again. I'm not sure what Samaki Walker thinks he's doing, getting so many points. Chris Childs, 15 points in 16 minutes. Ever since I put Gary Payton on B.J. Armstrong, he's been doing nothing. That seems to be a good formula. That and Allen Houston fouled out in 17 minutes. That's always helpful. There we go, Gary. 27, 5, 14, and 7. Or 20, yeah. 4 3-pointers. That's one of the best games he's ever had. Shaq 22 and 7. That's respectable. Garnett was good. Everybody had a nice game in this one. Do that again, and this thing is over. OVA, OVA. Let's see. Hopefully no more injuries. All right. Leave it as is. Winners. Back to the finals. The Pacers. We won by 49. I'd say we put the nail in the coffin in that one. Shaquille O'Neal, 37 and 12, was 16 for 18 from the field. Gary Payton was amazing for a second straight game. Garnett was stuffing that stat sheet. Mashburn, look at that. 3 for 3 from downtown. He made the only threes for the whole team. Grant Hill was okay. Mourning for the first time ever was 4 for 4. Kobe and Stockton left something to be desired. Kellogg made his only 2 shots. Just beautiful. We let Pippen get 31, but that's all right. Houston had a decent game. B.J. Armstrong did nothing against Gary Payton. We let Stockton try that first game, didn't work out. Then Payton shut him down. All right. Before we go on to see who we'll face, I want to see within that conference finals. Shaq averaged 29 and 11, shot 73%. Just seeing if anybody deserves some minutes changes here. Garnett didn't shoot a great percentage, but was solid. Mashburn was amazing. Kobe struggled. Stockton struggled to shoot, but got lots of assists. Kellogg had his best series. Mourning was really good. I think we'll probably just leave it. Jazz. Ooh, Grizz take one. It will be Chris Webber and the Jazz. Couldn't tell you who else is on their team. Doug Smith will not be playing. Rick Fox looks like he will be playing. They struggled more on the road. We're scoring 6 more points. Rebounds are pretty even. We get lots more of assists, shoot way better and better threes. I think we'll go with the 37 for Shaq. And 35 for Garnett seemed nice. Although he actually did worse. Well, but the team did. The team did well. That's more important, right? All right, who we guarding here? Hersey Hawkins is an A+ shooter. Let's D him up. So far, that's going to be who we assign Peyton to, but let's see who their point guard is. They do have Derek Fisher. Jalen Rose is also an A+. Whoops. What am I doing here? Automatic. Let's go over. Why is Jalen Rose an A+ three-point shooter? Rick Fox, once he plays. Chris Webber, oh boy, we probably should guard him tight. I don't know whether, I'll have to go look to see if Garnett or Shaq would be a better one to guard him. They've got Shaw, Smith, Manute Bol, John Barry if he plays. They've got some shooters on this team. That they do. Askew, Stith, Big Smooth, Fred Hoiberg. Oh my god, all they have is shooters around Chris Webber. This team has like led the league in threes. Let's go see Jazz. Wrong way. They are starting Fisher mostly. They've started Sam Perkins and Manute Bol at center. Well, Shaq should just be able to bully Manute Bol. And Perkins is 36 years old. There's no way he can guard Shaq. So that should be fun to see. So Rose starts with Hawkins and Fisher. So I think I will put Peyton on Hawkins. And what do I want to do with Shaq? So that's Peyton. If I put Shaq, so it says Garnett's a 90, his interior D is 85, consistency 92. Shaq is 90 and 85. He's better. But if I put him on Bull or Perkins, he could help off of Bull especially. Perkins could be open for a shot, which Garnett would be better against. I'm going to try Shaq on him at first and see how that goes in the first game. Game 1 in Indy. Victory. Only by 6. We lost the second, won the third, and tied the first and fourth. We had lots of minutes played here because Kobe fouled out in 10 minutes. Oh boy. GP also fouled out, playing 40. Shaq was good. Grant Hill was really good. Garnett played well. Kellogg was good. Really decent games from everybody except for whatever happened to Kobe. So Rick Fox not only played but put up 24 on him. He made 3 threes. Webber got a triple-double, so I don't know that Shaq was the answer for that. Oh boy. Rose didn't make a 3. Perkins shot 5 of them. Kobe's evidently on the bench because he fouled out. That's where he was. So I'm going to go ahead and put Garnett on Webber, I guess, and see if that makes a difference. Brian Shaw is out for the rest of the series. Jalen Rose is dealing with some cramps. So here we're going to make this Garnett and see how that works. I wonder if we... Where's the post? Double team post. At least dig. Yeah, let's see. They do have shooters to kick it out to, which is what's kind of scary, but... Alright. Game 2. We won both of them in Indy. That's good. Oh my, that's a 38-point win. Shaquille O'Neal 29 and 15. Kevin Garnett was great. Gary Payton a big double-double. Hill 9 assists. We almost had 3 guys with 10 assists. Kobe, what are you doing? You didn't make a shot in 26 minutes. That's where Kobe is, to answer your question. He's trying to find the goal, but not successfully. Weber, well, was still good, but 9 for 21 is not a great percentage. Didn't get a triple-double, did get 4 blocks. They were 6 for 25 from 3. Fisher and Fox couldn't make one. Manute Bol had 5 blocks. Jalen Rose was 0 for 6, so it was cramps. And he fouled out in 16 minutes. So that was a good-looking game. Make sure everybody's good to go. Rose is back from his cramps. I think... I don't know if I should take a minute away from Kobe. I guess I could do it here if he's struggling so much. Let John Stockton play another one. Could also do it here. Smashburn's been playing pretty well, I think. Alright. Sorry, Kobe. Not quite your coming out party here in this finals. Alright, see if we can win in Salt Lake. We do. Oh, by 40. Chris Webber was not to be stopped in this one. Played 40 minutes, got 30 and 17. Rose was back up there. Rick Fox was shooting way too much. They again were terrible from the three-point line. 2 for 20. Sam Perkins was 0 for 8 from the field. They had 3 guys go 0 for 13 and 0 for 7 from 3 for 0 points. Meanwhile, Gary Payton, another big game. Shaq with a 20-10. Stockton was great, 14. 5 rebounds, pretty high for him. Grant Hill didn't shoot well, but had some good stats. Kobe did better. I don't know that he earned any more minutes back. We're going to leave it as is based on the 40-point victory. So let's go see for Game 4. Do we have everybody around still? Hersey Hawkins is now hurt. So not sure if he's playing or not. I think the bright red means he's eligible to play, but I don't know if he will. I'm going to go ahead and let Shaq play. Let's go ahead and dominate these guys. Get him up to 39. And then we will simcast and jump in to see the celebration. If we win, I guess that is. Which right now, I think that said 15-1 to start off the game. So not a great start. Only down 4. Okay, making it a game. Looks like we might be losing this one. Down by 11, down by 10. 6. Alright, let's watch the last minute. Why not? Down by 3. Let's make sure we're not playing. We got Chris Webber inbouncing it. Looks like Shaq is fouled out because Alonzo Mourning is on the court.
It's stolen by Hill.
Stolen by Hill. Please pass the ball. What are you doing, Grant? Holy moly, dunked the ball. He got blocked by Webber. That was the most stupid thing I think I've ever seen. why Grant Hill didn't go for a fast break, and then why Kevin Garnett caught a ridiculous, stupid pass. There's Jalen Rose, Weber with the board. I think this game is over. Manute Bol is just ginormous. He makes Kevin Garnett look like a child.
Rose against Hill. Now Rose.
Rose is going to go, and we're going to foul. I think this one's over, unless Jalen Rose misses both of these free throws, which is very doubtful. Still want to know what the heck Grant Hill was doing. They're chanting MVP for Jalen Rose because he has 31 points in Game 4 of the finals.
Makes the wall, and we have a two-possession game.
Timeout called the Pacers.
All right, Billy, what you drawing up?
20 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
Score quick, foul. Then you have to hope.
Got a bunch of people in the crowd that don't have any specific team colors on. Gary Payton just posting up here to run the clock out, down by 5. Throws it up over Manute Bol. That sounds like a great play. We're going to foul him. All right, I don't think we need to watch the rest of this. Lost by 6. Okay. Well, we're not sweeping. Rose ends up with 32. Weber almost a triple-double again. They made a few more threes, but still didn't shoot very well. Fox fouled out. KG and Shaq. So yeah, Shaq was fouled out. That's better than him being hurt, for sure. Payton 4 for 11, Stockton 1 for 5, Mashburn 1 for 6, Kellogg 0 for 3. So all these guys that couldn't shoot would probably be the reason we lost. We're also 2 for 8 from downtown. So maybe Shaq shouldn't have played all those minutes in the first half if he's going to foul out. Surely we're not going to win or lose 3 straight games, right? Let's give this one back. Come on, guys, finish it off. We're back home. Only up by 1 at the end of the first. Up by 5 at halftime. It's too close. Still too close. There we go. Alright, let's watch the celebration. Up 14 with 25 seconds. Chris Webber is at the line.
The line for the Jets. Chris Webber. 1 shot.
Looks like the starters are in, not for the Jazz, because John Barry's in the game. Clark Kellogg is announcing again, even though he's over there on the bench for the Pacers. Please stop. Shaq's still trying to score. What are you doing? There are 13 seconds left. Up by 13. We're missing shots. Oh, KG. Not today. And Perkins, that's how he's going to end his career, because I think he's retiring. Leaning against the scorer's table. GP and Shaq are happy. Championship number 5 for Shaquille, I believe.
And whenever you win the NBA championship,
Billy Cunningham wins another ring.
Accomplishment and excitement that really can't be matched. Pretty amazing to have accomplished this goal.
As we know, whoever they hand the trophy to is not necessarily the Finals MVP. As much as I thought it was for many seasons.
This is one of those moments these players will never forget.
So, first
Now,
championship
let's take you to the
for
presentation of the Larry
who?
O'Brien Trophy.
Mashburn
NBA Commissioner doing the honor.
or no, Mashburn won it with the Pistons, so it's technically his second. We'll see if Shaq actually won the Finals MVP or not. If so, it will be back-to-back for him. Might depend on what he did in this game. It says Shaquille O'Neal, 23 points, 12 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, 2 blocks, barely shot 50%. I guess going against Manute Bol was rough for him. Grant Hill actually led the team. Garnett was second, 22 and 14. Peyton was good, except not so much shooting. Kobe had a much better game. Stockton, 13 assists. We only had 8 turnovers as a team. Kellogg hopefully still isn't retiring. Nope. Stick around, Clark. You ended up shooting the same exact percentage as you did in the season, which was not great. 43%. Rough. Threes were under 30% for the first time in a long time. Rick Fox fouled out. John Barry had 9 assists. Rose also fouled out. Good stuff. Nobody got hurt, hopefully. Nope. Delete that. And then I want to see in the finals. Did Shaq win it easily? Well, Garnett put up a fight. Very similar stats. Peyton 16-9. Pretty good stats. Hill was good as well, but yeah, Shaq deserves that one. Mashburn struggled to shoot there in the finals. Thought he was doing better than that. Cool. Alright, well that is back-to-back. So Shaq has 5 straight MVPs, second straight Finals MVP. I guess, yeah, three-peat for us as champs after taking a year off and having 8 before that. So 11 in 12 years, I'd say is pretty good. Again, comparing it with the Celtics down here, who did ridiculous things, had 11 and 13 years. Okay, so we're already better. We're better than the Celtics, I think is what I'm seeing. Pacers win. It's the first time the Jazz have made it since... I forgot about that. Yeah. 12 seasons ago. It's the Pacers' first trip to the finals with a rookie Patrick Ewing, and the Jazz beat us in 7 games. Now we finally get our revenge a full decade later. Oh, gosh. Alright, the other thing before we call it wraps here, I always like to see the records, see if anything was broken game-wise. So we're in 1997-98. Anything that shows that was last season? Not any game records being broken, it seems. Playoff records. No. Oh, there's one. Shaquille O'Neal and Purvis Ellison both got 8 blocks in this playoffs, so make it in the record books, tied for second. In a season, I'm guessing 3-pointers maybe for somebody. Ray Allen, in his second year, had the 3rd most threes of all time. You got Mitch, Stoudemire, Reggie's in here for the third straight year, all as Grizzlies. Nobody's ever going to get more rebounds. No assists. Field goal percentage. Shaq had the 7th highest of all time and the best of, well, second best of his career, evidently. Behind 96 by 2 100ths. Or 2 1,000ths. 3-point percentage. Matt Bullard was 50% almost. Free throw percentage. Hersey Hawkins broke his own record from a year ago. Holy moly, he must have missed one free throw all year. He's in here 4 different times. Oh, I want to see if Stockton's assists per game was not league leading this year, too. Still amazes me every time I see this that Keith Askins played 89 games. Nobody's ever going to get in this, I don't think. Alright, career-wise, active players, we got Dominique in 3rd. I think he's retiring, so that's where he's going to stay. MJ's 12th. I totally forgot that Mark Aguirre is still playing somehow. Magic Johnson has not called it a career either. So if MJ plays a few more seasons, he'll keep moving up. But I don't think he's going to reach Kareem because he keeps averaging 21 points per game. Clyde's top 20. Ewing's 23rd. Field goals made. The top active is also Dominique, finishing 3rd. Reggie's running away with the 3-pointers made record. Free throws made, top is Magic in 9th, just past John Drew for 9th. Rebounds, the top active player, Hakeem Buck Williams, 14th and 15th. Hakeem's about to break 12,000. Assists, Magic is just ridiculously out there in 1st. Take a lot of effort for Stockton to catch him. Isaiah is the only other in or over 10,000. Blocks, Ewing is 3rd all time. That's pretty cool. Hakeem is 5th. Steals, Magic's 1st. Isaiah, Jordan. So 4 of the top 5 all-time steals leaders are currently active. Wow. Minutes, Magic Johnson's 4th all time. Turnovers, it's Magic and Isaiah. And all that stuff doesn't change till they retire. But games played, Magic is 4th. If he wouldn't have torn his ACL, he would have ended up 2nd. Or whatever he did. Achilles, I think. Clyde Drexler has the most fouls ever. Charles Barkley's 3rd. 40-point games. The top active player is Dominique in 9th. Jordan's down there in 16th. 50-point games. Dominique is 5th. Triple doubles. Gary Payton's probably in this list somewhere now. Jason Kidd's already 6th. And he's played like 4 seasons. Wow. Okay, what was I going to do? I was going to see history, league leaders. So Ewing, rebounds, assists. Yep, so for the first time in 5 years, Jason Kidd takes over from John Stockton. Stockton didn't average 11 for the first time like ever. Sean Bradley leads the league in blocks per game. Alright, fun stuff. Next time I'm on, we will be doing the 1998 off season, where we will see where people like Vince Carter, Paul Pierce, Dirk Nowitzki end up going. Maybe one of those guys ends up on the Pacers. If I end up with a top 3 pick, it seems very likely. Let's see. Contract-wise, we got Shaq and Peyton locked up. Hill is a free agent, but he is restricted because he's ending his rookie contract. We've got Garnett still for another year. Mashburn, especially if we get like a Pierce or a Carter, Mashburn could be on the trade block. He did pretty well, but could go play more somewhere else. Thanks for winning the title with us. Mourning, I've just not been impressed with. He was good in the playoffs, percentage-wise, but we just got him because Kemp was absolutely broken, and Mourning's more of a center, a true center than Kemp. Kellogg, we've got to re-sign again for another year, for sure. Lowry's not really been able to crack the rotation. He played 15 games this year. But we've got him for another year. Ellis and McMillan are both retiring. Well, they say they will. We'll see if they do. So, we'll have a couple roster spots open and a few trade options depending on what happens lottery-wise, and looking forward to the draft. So, exciting stuff. And see if we can continue on our way to a 4th championship, question mark. 4th straight. I mean, we've won more than that, but it's all good. All right. Thanks for tuning in. Till next time, Shoe Shack Redemption's out.